Your number one journalist here, Mr. Montgomery, and we're living in a funny day and age, man. The beat beneath me, make sure you hit the link in the description, and of course, you know exactly where it is. Now, this is a very funny story. It's funny to me because I actually didn't see this coming, no pun intended. Now, Ferdi, Why You Coming Fast has just dropped an official song and music video on GRM Daily. It's got over 400k views and it's a very professional video. I'm not gonna lie, the video is entertaining, but the song, it's not the greatest, let's be honest. There's two brothers that raps in there, big up to them, it's pretty decent, it's alright, and there's two people that produced it as well. Some people might be saying, we've opened up a new category of music, like the social media age. Now this year we've seen the rise of other social media memes turn into songs and have some form of musical career. The first person is Loz, even going back before that, Michael Dapper. With Man's Not Hot, the biggest song around this time last year. And then we have My Yay Is Different to Your Yay, aka Oshu signed a deal. And then we have my man right now, Why You Coming Fast. Personally, I think a label did sign him, but the label that did sign him is very smart. They didn't make him sign a picture. They didn't make him write down anything whilst they're taking a picture in the office. They didn't make it public. You know why? Because it brings bad publicity nowadays. A lot of labels are getting blamed for giving these memes and these people that are artists an opportunity. I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever label signed him and signed this record, you are very smart, because you know you're gonna get dragged in the comment section. Anyway, I'm happy for him. He's been able to change his life. He's been able to now probably feed his kids if he's got kids or his family and do something. He's reinvented his life. He's probably about 40 years old, 45, probably going to be 50 sometime soon. You know, as you get older, you know, life gets repetitive. You just work, you work, you work, you work. And maybe this has brought him that sunshine in his life that he was longing for. Also, it's keeping the scene entertained. It's just a bit of fun. It's not that deep. Like, I see a lot of people going on and saying, oh yeah, like a lot of artists are not in the position they want to be because labels are signing this person and signing that person. Listen, man, let me tell you something. Signing a record deal is not 100% a good thing. Like, I hear people go on like signing a record deal is the best thing ever. I'm not discrediting any labels, because labels do play a big part in an artist's career. If the artist meets the label 50-50, that's what you need to understand. You work halfway with the label. The label's not just going to do everything for you. You got to put in the hard work. You got to bring in the ideas and stuff like that. So people are looking at it as if him signing a label is the best thing ever. Yo, man, you could get signed to a label and it could stress you out. You could get signed to a label and end up more in debt, in a worse position than you was. They didn't put a gun to any of these meme guys' heads. So, for an example, someone like Osh, I doubt Atlantic or I think it was Island Records that signed him, or Columbia, whoever it was that signed him, I doubt they put a gun to his head and said, you know, if you don't sign these legal proceedings, this and that. Like, I doubt that happened. Like, they're not going to put a gun to his head and tell him to do that. More or less, some of these labels are putting themselves at risk by selling this to us, because sometimes it might flop, it might not work. So a lot of people need to understand the difference between 15 seconds of fame versus a long lasting career. I'm sure these people that are memes are doing it and they're thinking, you know what, this is not going to last long, this is just going to be a small part in my life, and that's just it. They might even go to wireless. I don't know how I feel if they go to wireless. It might be entertaining. For some of you it might not be entertaining, but when you're in wireless and you know you're drinking, you're smoking, you're whatnot, you know, you're just going to be going with the moment and you're just going to enjoy whatever's presented to you. So you might actually like it if he came out in wireless, and he can do other things. He can do adverts, or he could do Coming Fast tires or something like that. He could do a toolbox named after him, and he could even make condoms. I even saw a meme or something like that, and somebody put a condom pack with his face saying, why are you coming fast? But it's all a bit of fun. Others might say it is a waste of time and he's not going to be able to replicate this song that he's just done, and it's just been a waste of money that you've put in if you're a label or anyone that's putting money or betting on him or anything else. What about the guy that crashed into him? I saw something on Twitter the other day that some guy came out and exposed him and said it wasn't him and blah blah blah, but he couldn't prove the proof, because in that incident, in this whole incident, it's such a weird thing that you can't even prove it, because he's already got to a point where he's made a music video and he's claimed it's him. So there's nothing that he can do. He can even do an action figure. These little kids love Ferdi, I'm telling you. These little kids love it. Us older, us that are a bit grown and our form of entertainment is a little bit mature, we're not entertained, but 6-7-year-olds probably are going to sing this song. This is a child song. This is something that will probably get played on Vivo or probably get played on TV. Radio are definitely going to rinse it out. Definitely. Damn. Capital Extra, Radio 1. I'm going to be hearing that song. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is the scene and this is the music scene. Other people might say that this is the reason why we are a bit behind the US scene. These is small things like this that stops us from being on par with the US music scene, because we have the talent there, but then we give attention to memes and things like this, while most of America, most of the American talent, they put them on a high pedestal above everything else. No matter if you're a meme or no matter what you are, you stand first if you're a professional musician, and they hold that at a very respectable level. But us, it is different. Final conclusion, I don't think that Ferdi's gone wrong. He can do whatever he wants to do with his life and he's happy, and that's genuinely it. You as an artist, if you're complaining about labels giving them time, or if you're complaining about people giving them attention, and you're saying things like, oh, because of people like Ferdi or all these other meme pages, it's stopping people from blowing, or it's stopping people from getting where they need to get to, man. Listen, you need to look at yourself. There's clearly something that you're not doing as an artist that is wrong. But let me know what you lot think. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit me up, message me. Also, if you're a producer, I keep saying this, I'm going to say it until it happens. If you're a producer, I'm starting a new group chat for all producers and upcoming artists. I want people that want to be in this group chat just to vibes, to network, to socialize. You can share beats, you can speak to other producers. It's all up and coming producers, artists, whatever. Hit me up, DM me on Instagram and leave your number. Yeah, DM me on Instagram and DM me your number. And in a bit,